If you want to know how to draw the graffiti letter E stylized like these 6 letters here, stick around to the end of the video because I'll be showing you how. Let's go. In today's video I'll be showing you one of my favourite letters of all time. It comes in SOTE, it comes in 4th place in my own name, so super excited to bring you this, and that is the letter E. And as always in the tutorials, this is how the basic shape of an E will go. What most do is just thicken up each bit, so shape 1, shape 2, 3 and 4, and then you're left with the graffiti letter E, the basic foundation. Okay, but from here I'm going to show you a more complex way to do it, and that's to build up shapes. So let's take this shape here, the first one, and just throw it back. More of an angle instead of straight on ahead. Bring this down so you can see, and likewise like so. And here we're going to turn this more into this sort of shape, so it goes like that, like a backwards 3. And to do this we're just going to add another small rectangle here. So you've got your 1, 2, and then it's coming in to your 3rd, will come straight out. Here I'm just going to do a small one. It's just going to come out a small little bit, like so. And now it's coming down like so. Gonna just copy that completely. But here I'm gonna have it go in small at the top and getting thicker towards the bottom. Like that. And then your last shape is coming out. But for this, there's a little trick here is you can draw a small rectangle coming out. And I sometimes like to add a real loose shape. And then coming out like so. Just get much more funk where it's sort of got the two contrast of the shapes coming inwards, coming in, out, and then out from the middle again. And then here just adjust the size of this rectangle so it fits and connects. This will be the simplest letter E I'll be showing you today, but with this basic form we can then go and advance into other letter E's, just understanding the foundation first of all, and then expanding our knowledge, like so. Yes guys, that's the first graffiti letter E for the day. Grab yourself your black marker, and what you want to do is go over the whole thing, take the lines you want to keep, and any lines you don't want to, just don't obviously go over the marker. And yeah, just time lapse this, and then we'll move on to the next E, which will be from the basics here, but a lot more complex there. And that's it, that's the first A that we are going to be doing today. I hope you guys see where I'm going with it and how you can take basic shapes and just create something as simple as that and still have it look impactful and impressive. Knowing this from the foundation shape, we're going to make another E, but this time we're going to make it a lot more looser, keep the lines a lot more fluid, and pull stuff out of the bag which is a lot more impressive than this. Okay, so say where the first shape is like this. This time, keep your wrist loose, and then I'm just going to mimic the same shape. And one thing I learned from the first shape is that there's a lot of empty space here, and I don't really like the downward trajectory of this here. So I'm just going to throw it in, and here we're going to add another shape on the back, like so. Really loose lines, keeping my whole arm and hand real loose, like so. Here, instead of having it downwards again, to add more flow, I'm going to have it shooting at different angles. So here, I'm going to bring it down, and here I'm going to bring it straight round so it comes in like this. And with this shape, instead of having it coming down, I'm going to maybe give it more of a, I'm going to make it a different shape E, so I can show you guys a variety of different styles and how you can pick the one you like most and run with. So here I'm just going to do another shape. Here I'll do it so it comes down. I'll just draw it coming through the E because I've just drawn a bit too close to this, but you can get the image of how it's going to look when it's a final letter E. And here with this shape, so here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one I'm going to have coming up more, coming back close towards the center of the E, just to close the shape off basically. This is why I'm doing this. It comes up and kicks up, like so. And here I might actually just draw a rectangle down. Have it coming in and bringing it down. Just like that. Here with the back of the shape, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit now. Now I've balanced the whole letter out. And probably going to shorten this off too, so it comes to about here. But these adjustments you can make once you've got all the bit of the foundations in place. You can start making slight adjustments to the letters until you feel comfortable that you've gone to a place that you are actually happy with. The best thing here is just to keep the looseness going throughout the letter. Little add-on in the back of this. Comes down and kicks straight back up. Like so. I just want to show you guys a variety of shapes. Basically what you can do with the foundation, just simple rectangles and then bending a lot of the shapes. You can create something completely different. And once you are finally happy with the shape, grab yourself your marker again and take out all the lines you want to keep. And that's why it's important to stay loose on the sketching stage, is because it's not the final stage, it's just trying to find the lines, the right place to be before you actually do finalise the final result. So yeah guys, here's my marker. Just going to skip it for you now. That's the second E of the day. I'm just trying to strip it back a little bit and show you how to level the letters up slower, like the progression, instead of just jumping straight into a crazy wild style. And I hope you guys understand the process as I speak through it. So here for the third letter E, let's try and mix it up a little bit. Okay, so first of all we're going to start off with a rectangle pushing all the way back, like so. And here at this side we're just going to make sure it dips upwards, and same for the bottom, it's going to dip down. Once you've got your first shape in place, we're then going to build on it again. Here I'm just going to draw a small rectangle coming down, and then here it's going to overlay into the shape, like so. Like so. Here I'm actually going to bring it down further than expected, throw it up here, and for this shape I'm going to bring it coming down, just like we did in shape number 1. Here's a lot of opportunity to add a lot of crazy quirkiness to the end. Like here you could just wrap it around, have it like this, but here I'm just going to leave it quite simple. And here I'm going to bring it all the way back, just like so, and bring it back around like this. So it's coming down just like this shape, and then we're going to curl it in like so. And just adjust the shapes accordingly. And up here I'm going to add a small rectangle comes to the top of the E. Keep my hand loose, I'm not trying to make any perfect lines, I'm just keep going. I'm trying to make the shapes flow. And probably divide this. And here, instead of looking for the connective, I'm going to put this shape in first. It's going to mirror this sort of action line where it comes down like this. It's going to do the same this side. Just like so. And that gives me a clearer place to look where I can put this shape to connect the two. Bring it up. Now you've got your basics in shape. You can still Now you can add the add-ons. So here, just to fix that in place. So come up. Cut this in. Have a little add-on from here. And then you can see like it's evolved from here, real fixed, a bit more bent lines, a bit more curvature. And for the final one, it's got way more loose lines and connectives all pulling in together. And once you're happy with that all in place, grab yourself your marker again, go over the whole thing, and we start to move on to the next layer E for the day. And there we have it, guys, that's the third layer E for today. As you can see, like all the tutorials are trying to level it up, so it's simple, a bit intermediate, and starting to really get loose and then building up different shapes to really pack out that graffiti layer. So those three are the stages of like evolving. This time I want to show you guys a different way to actually do the graffiti layer E, and this time let's just try and do it so it's more like this. So let's do like the backwards three, the skeleton sort of look. Just like so. So that's just the basic foundational lines and shape. Bring it up so you can see. And then what we're going to do with this is build around it and have a shape come out. Like this. Here, my main objective, I'm thinking, is just to keep the lines loose and just build around this backwards three like shape, which is essentially an E. So from here, now I'm just going to build going up to there, and now I'm just going to draw it so it comes off like so. I'm actually going to keep that little ridge up there, bring it around the back, and here I'm just going to bring it out and down. It kind of looks like, to me, what I'm trying to think when I see this is it's like an armor on the initial shape. So this is just like, if it's like a robot, this is the skeleton, and now I'm just putting this cool armor on top of it. And that helps me to even like view shapes. So here, look, it comes down like so. And actually, as a style I used to push was like mecha style, so it's like robotic kind of layering. It's something that I should actually like focus more on and try and evolve. I think it's got potential to go somewhere quite cool. Plus, I don't see a lot of people doing it. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking, this is my thought process I'm going through. It's just like, that's a piece of armour that goes over this piece of armour. Then you see the cables come through. I'm sort of rambling off the point, but I'm just trying to, I can only tell you how I think and how I break it down in my head. That's the only way I'm able to teach. And then here would be more armour coming down. And here I'm going to actually bring a line coming off. Just zigzag it back and have an arrow pointing towards the E. And also, like this shape, I enjoy that shape, so I'm going to do it up here. Like so. And there we go, guys, real robotic looking layer E, completely different from the rest. Can even do things like connect the shapes to the top and bottom, like so. Cut off at the top. Alright guys, once you're happy with that, grab yourself your marker and go over the whole lot until you left the final result. Let's go. There we have it, guys, that's your fourth E of the day. Now let me show you what I'm going to do if you change the basic form to something else. So let's stick with the original E, where it's just like this, 1, 2, 3. Okay. From here we can just easily turn the back into a rectangle, like so. Here it's going to be getting bigger towards the bottom, it gets smaller as it goes up. And for the top, we just draw something like a curved line and go back in. Or bring it down a little bit. The key here, I'm just keeping the lines real loose and just building up on it. So that's the second shape. You can even mimic that for the bottom and have it like come down, make it more loose and back up. So it's this sort of shape. This has been mirrored here, comes down and weight back up like so. And for the middle bit, so easy, we can just add this sort of shape like that. And this is just a different form of letter E, much more bulky. But as always, there's no right or wrong. Some people prefer this style compared to the other styles, and it's complete personal preference to what sort of graffiti letter you like. I'm just here to try and show you guys how my mind works as it gets broken down and what I'm trying to look for as I build up letters. So I made it a bit smaller. Yeah, real simple, but really cool. A nice E if you're doing a piece that has some big letters around it. I enjoy that E. Just going to go to marker again, I'll go over the whole of this, and then I'm going to move on to the last and final graffiti letter E of the day. Guys, that's the 5th E that we've done today. Much different style, but I'm just showing you how you can take a basic form, basic shape, and construct something completely different. So yeah, really think about the foundations you can put in place to build upon. And that even goes to things like, you know, when you put houses up and stuff, they've got to make sure the foundation's there before they start hanging up the pictures and all the little fancy things. So like with that, you got to take that to your letters. Before you start adding the add-ons, make sure you've got the foundations in place. For the final letter, I'm just gonna let the camera go, time lapse, let it just roll. I'm just gonna take the lessons learned from each letter I've done, the bits I like, so I might take this with that back bit, combine it all together to create the last letter E of today. And there we have it, guys and girls, 6 different ways how you can draw the graffiti letter E at home. I really enjoyed bringing this sort of content to you guys. I've got a bit of a sore throat today, but thank you for bearing with me and sticking with the tutorial, it really means a lot. As always, thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the channel. The growth has been overwhelming, like the amount of support this month has actually been crazy. And I need to say a massive thank you to everyone on Patreon, because without your guys' support I would not be able to have the time to sit down and create this tutorial based content like I'm doing recently. And I need to say welcome to the new Patreons, David Purcell, Brute4Sif1V and Maurice van Megdenberg. Thank you so much for your support and welcome to the Patreon team. To everyone out there, as always, keep creating, stay well, and peace.